Alright, so what's the solution to the system? Y equals 1 half x plus 3, and x equals 15 minus y. We've got a couple different options. Now what we could do, notice that they're not both in y equals. So if we were going to try to graph this, which wouldn't be too hard, we just have to switch this equation into 15 minus y. We need to add y to both sides so that we can get y on the left. And we'd have y plus x equals 15. And then we need to subtract x from both sides. So we would get that y equals 15 minus x. So now you could graph this, and see where they intersect, because that's what the solution is. Okay, our other option, this one looks like a pretty easy substitution problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to substitute. You can choose either one of these since it says what y equals and what x equals. I will just randomly choose that I want to substitute y. So every time I see y on the other equation, I replace it with 1 half x plus 3. There we go, so that's stuff out of there. Okay, so we have x equals 15 minus what y is, which is 1 half x plus 3. Alright, so then we have x equals 15 minus 1 half x minus 3. Because remember, that's subtracting everything that's on the inside. Combine some like terms here. We get x equals 12 minus 1 half x. We've got x's on both sides, so we have to add 1 half x on both sides. Now at this point, I would change the 1 half into a 0.5, so that's easy to have 1.5x equals 12, because that's what we get when you add 1 plus a half. And we divide by 1.5 on both sides, and we get that x is 8. Okay, now we're going to plug in our x is 8. So on either one of the equations, let's see, if x is 8, then I have 8 equals 15 minus y. If I subtract 15 from both sides, I'll get negative 7 equals negative y, which means that positive 7 is positive y, and I've got that the answer is 7, 8. However, always want to double check it. And we just used, to find y, we used this equation, so we have to use the other equation to make sure that this is really correct. So, if y is 7, then we should be able to say that 7 equals 1 half times x, which is 8, plus 3. 1 half of 8 is 4. So is 7 equal to 4 plus 3? Well, yes, it is. So there we go. A really is the answer.